Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Damn Time. Now I'm a couple minutes behind because, of course, all this stuff I got to do. Everybody wants me to do everything right before I go on my live, right? So last week, my kids have this trampoline, and there's this thing you can buy. It's this hose. It's perforated. All these little holes in it. You zip tie it around the top of the trampoline, and then you connect it to the hose, and it's like a sprinkler on the trampoline while the kids are jumping. Great idea, right? Well, last week, my daughter tells me, Daddy, this broke. Not I broke it. It broke. Had it for like 3 weeks, but it broke. And I said, what happened? Did you pull on it? No, I was just trying to screw it in and it just broke. But kids never do anything. It just happened. These are my daughter's favorite words. I didn't do anything. Her favorite 4 words. I didn't do anything. Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything. Because my wife and I, we are just evil tyrants. And we sit there when we're alone and we say, how can we fuck with these kids? How can we make up some trumped up charges to just yell at them for nothing? Because that's what I like to do. When I'm bored, I like to just go yell at my children for nothing. Hey, pick that up. Get off of there. Where is it? Come here. And speaking of come here, how come when you call your kid's name, they say, yeah? I'm not trying to communicate from the other side of the house. I'm summoning you to me. When I call your name, you come hither. I don't want to have a conversation across the house. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, that's cool. No, when I call your name, that means come here. Anyway, guys, I was up there replacing the thing that just broke. It just broke. I was replacing it. I set my timer for quarter till. Timer goes off, quarter till. I come in here. I look up my good gun story. Everything. See, I'm packed up. Here's my phone right here. I thought I left it in the house. Got 15 minutes. Look up my good gun story. Be all professional. I'll be sitting here with time to kill, waiting for it to be 1 o'clock. No, that's not what happened. Because I did set my timer. It did go off, but I was so close to being done. People, you ever been here? I was so close to being done, and I picture myself, I don't want to come back out here after and do it and get the ladder and all that shit for 5 minutes. So I'll just push through and finish it now. And I did, and it got me here 3 minutes late. So that's my story, people, and I'm sticking to it. But just remember, your kids, they never do anything. They are perfect angels floating through life, and here you come, you big, bad, mean parent, just to fuck with them. Because your kids, I didn't do anything. That shit pisses me off when she says that, because obviously, if I'm talking to you, you did do something. And she probably hears me. She's outside. When I came in here, she was outside in the backyard having a smoothie. This is how good her life is. She has a trampoline, fresh water hose, fresh perforated water hose that I just put up there. Nice table outside. There's an umbrella over it. And she's having a smoothie, people. A smoothie. I know, Ghost of Josie. That's just wild animals with no amenities. My goodness. But you know what? I love him. Love him to death. Dust. Brian King B. Falcon, being late is being on time. Hey, that's CPT, because being on time is white people stuff. That's white supremacy. Being punctual and working hard, that's white supremacy. Don't you dabble in that. Be late. Be lazy. Because of slavery. Oh, man. Let's see. Steve Swanson, he says, let's see what Steve Swanson says. Are you for real, Steve, or are you being a little troll? Who's that walking over my bridge? Garland outstarted, I think you meant outsmarted, Dummy 45. How so? I'll wait for your rebuttal, Steve Swanson. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the comments. I'll be waiting for you. How did he outstart Dummy 45. I think you're referring to the 45th president. That's so clever. Steve, let's hear it. You guys seen Steve? He said Garland outstarted Dummy 45. How? I'm waiting. We're going to wait, guys. We're going to wait. We're not going to do Good Gun. We're not going to do no ads. We ain't going to do shit until Steve tells us why or how Garland outstarted Dummy 45. None the miser, you're right, man. Steve, you guys open your windows, whether it be in your car or your house or wherever you are at work, and say, Steve. All right. DJ John T., who's Garland? That's the Attorney General of the United States of America. The highest ranking law enforcement official in our country is the Attorney General. That's who is Merrick Garland is his name. Merrick Garland is his name, and trampling on our rights is his game. Steve Swanson, I'm still waiting for you. Any relation to the Swanson Frozen Foods fortune? If so, that's even cooler here because you're super rich and you're still fucking around with me on YouTube. Cool. I made it. Okay, I'm going to look one more time for your rebuttal, Steve, and then we're moving on. Find another bridge. Find another bridge, you fucking troll. Steve. All right, nothing. Steve, if you happen to come back and I come across your comment, your rebuttal, then I will highlight it. Believe that, player. But probably had to get up. His mom probably called him. Steve, come take out the trash. Mom, I'm online in the comment section. Oh. Steve, I'm sick and tired of finding your cum rags. Why did you go get a girlfriend and she can have your cum rags at her house? It's disgusting, Steve. Steve, how many times do I have to tell you when you borrow my car, put gas in it? You're just like your father. Yeah, well, he's not here. He left us, Mom, remember? It's because of you, Steve. He left because you're a fucking disappointment. Oh, I hate you, Steve. I wish I never had you, Steve. Sorry, guys. That was not nice. That was very pleb of me, and I'm sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. Remember how you apologized when your parents made you for messing up your sibling? Sorry, Steve. DJ John T., as far as I can tell, you are the Super Chat Cherry Popper. International style. Okay. Says, hi, Jericho. I'm sitting here listening to your stream and waiting for my sauna to get really hot. And if it doesn't get hot enough, I bet your topics for today will make my blood boil. Bless you. Yeah, unfortunately so, Steve. Still got Steve on the brain, DJ John T. I don't want to make your blood boil, but this is what they're doing to us. I got to talk about it. It's their fault, not mine, right? Let's blame it on somebody else. Not my fault, DJ John T. Somebody else. Oh, man. So we got one more in here, and then we're going to get started. Steve didn't have anything to say, so I guess we'll move on. IWD, thank you. Now is a good time to remind everyone that Garland was affiliated with AIM and P-Stone Nation and was a friend of Whitey Bulger. Those aren't good people. Those are not good people. Good old Merrick Garland. You see the thumbnail, people. It speaks. He finally came out and talked about the raid. He says that he is the one. He said, I am the one. I personally pushed for this search warrant. And he said that he's the one who did it. He wanted this to happen. And he stuck up for his FBI agents and other law enforcement agents. He said, how dare you besmirch their good name? They are patriots and they are doing their job. And he also said that he has filed a motion to unseal the search warrant so we can see what they wanted to find and what did they find. That's what the search warrant will tell us. But listening and reading about smarter people than me, people who are smarter than myself, the affidavit is what you really want, because the affidavit is going to tell us what they went to the judge with, why the judge gave them the warrant in the first place. So that's what we really want to see. But Garland and Trump are saying to release the search warrant. Trump said, go ahead and release that shit. I'm pushing for it. He said, not only am I not going to stand in the way and I'm not going to fight against it, I want you to do it. Hurry up. Hurry up and unseal it. Let's see what's in there. So it doesn't sound like he has anything to hide, which I didn't think he did in the first place. And how many times did you turn on your computer, turn on your phone, turn on the radio, and somebody in Trump's orbit was being arrested or being indicted or having their shit taken or their cell phones confiscated? How many times? Like everybody but Trump went to jail or was on trial for some shit. So how smart would he be to keep the evidence at his house if this evidence existed? Not to mention you had the mainstream mediocres and more than half of our United States government going after him, combing through his past, looking for something. Taxes. There's supposedly a tape out there of him and Vladimir Putin pissing on hookers. Well, guess what? If those hookers were consenting adults, piss on them. But all this shit they were looking for, the Russia hoax, the Mueller investigation, they picked their own boy and didn't find shit. I remember when he went up there and said, yeah, I ain't got nothing. I don't got it. But the money and the time, I don't got it. There wasn't shit to find. So now you're telling me this man is that dumb to have the smoking gun in his house, in his safe. All right. Oh, yeah. You guys say so. But he finally came out and spoke. About damn time. Drummond Oliver. Being on time, you're late. Being early, you're on time. That's right. If you're on time, you're late. My dad used to tell me that. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. My dad said a lot of shit. I could write a book off of the shit, the sayings, and the colloquialisms from my dad. Shit was funny. DJ John T, again, thank you. This is not for you, Jericho. This is for your children's candy fund. Damn it. Stop attempting to rot their teeth. But they appreciate it. Thank you from them for sure. Roy Lee Painter, thank you. Thanks a lot. You just made me cough my coffee through my nose. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that, Roy. By the way, the Marine Corps is a department of the Navy. The men's department simplified. Yeah, real funny there, Roy. Hey, Marine, muscles are required. Intelligence, not essential. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate that. And it looks like I owe you a cup of coffee. Ransom Shan, thank you. FBI uses the Timberview defense for their raid and arrests. Those people were bullying us, and that's why we shot them. I mean, raided them. Yeah, it was funny. Yesterday, what's this dude's name? Lawrence? Is there some guy named something Lawrence or Lawrence something on CNN? I've seen his face before, but didn't know his name. And it was funny to see how over there on the enemy side, they see things completely differently. They see Merrick Garland as this badass. They saw it as where they see it as you should have let Merrick Garland, you should have nominated him as a Supreme Court justice and you wouldn't have to deal with him. But since you didn't, now you got to pay. You should have made him a judge. Now he's going to kick your ass. Merrick Garland, he's a badass. He outsmarted Trump. He outsmarted him. I read the comment section of shit. So funny. Every single comment. Orange man, 45. We got him. You're going to jail. Blah, blah, blah. This shit. This man has been 2-3 steps ahead of everybody the whole time, but now he just fucking lost it. Oh, shit. I left my papers. Now, the reason they're doing this is because if he is under investigation for, hold on, what's the official verbiage? Let's see here. See if I can get the official verbiage correct. Damn it, I had it. But anyway, if he is under investigation, or if he's convicted of having these files, having these official documents in his possession, then that will keep him from running for president. What they want, right? Because this is desperation time. This is the 11th hour. This is, you had a party at your house and your parents are going to be home in an hour and a half. You better have that shit cleaned up. You know what's going to happen if your parents come home and find out that you had a party. You're dead. Hey, kid, you're fucking dead. All right, that's it. So they're on their way home. Hey, honey, we'll be there in an hour and a half. Scramble time. DEFCON 1. Isn't that one of the ones where 1 is the worst one and the higher the number, the less dangerous it is? DEFCON 1. Scramble. So even if it's trampling on our rights and his rights, and doing something that's unprecedented, that's never been done, because they've never been under such threat. They never had no loud, crazy, wild-talking motherfucker in there who doesn't care. Trump is a person coming in the library talking loud. Hey, man. Shh. Huh? Hey, what's going on? Hey, it's the library, man. Shut the fuck up. Trump's blowing up. They never seen this before. Every other president to come in here, boom, I will do what you say. Foreign government or lobbyist, please insert your hand up my ass to my mouth and manipulate it. I will say what you want. That's been every other president in recent history. I'd say Trump or Clinton to today. That's been all of them. They never seen this before. This is wild. This is crazy. This is new. So you got him in there. You voted him in. Oh, shit. All right. We survived 4 years of that crazy orange bastard. Whew! I'm sorry, what? He can come back? And not only can he come back, but you pissed him off. You took something from him. Remember that movie? Remember that movie where the guy was running for president and he was winning until bedtime? And then you wake up in the morning and he lost? And then somebody made a documentary showing how he was cheated? Remember that shit? Remember that movie? Remember that character? Well, just think if that character in that movie were to have a chance to come back. So now he's more mad, he's more upset, he's more focused, and he already knows the ins and outs of this job? Oh, fuck. What are we going to do? All right, let's brainstorm. Oh, shit. Okay. Raid his house. Sir, we can't do that shit. That's never been done before. Hey, do you want a job? Do you want to be here? Do you want to piss off China? No. Raid his house. And then get up there and act like you were doing something right. And this is after Trump has been cooperating. They said, hey, we need these papers. He said, here are the papers. Hey, before we go, put a lock on that door. No problem. Next day, locked up. And then they raid him for more papers that he would have given them, and they cut the lock that they told him to put up. No, this isn't a Hollywood script. This is real. So this dude, you've been fucking him over, lying. You raid his home. You get all up in his wife's closet. You damn right they want to tie him up in litigation so he can't run again. Because nobody who gets in that office, even if it's DeSantis or something like that, he's not going to have that fury because he wasn't done dirty. He's not going to have that same fire. A guy incognito says, YouTube won't let me super chat. What BS? Yeah, that is BS, and I don't know why they do that sometimes. But you can get me on Venmo, GreenforGreen, and Cashapp, $Jericho Green, and the number 1. But he's all pissed off. You've been poking the damn hornet's nest, and now that hornet's nest can come inside? They're scared as shit. They know what he's capable of. So they're gonna do anything that they can to stop him. But it was a trip. It really was a trip seeing that guy Lawrence, whatever his fucking name is, on the Communist News Network. He was saying, man, Trump is a fool, and he got him. He's been outsmarted. And Garland, man, congratulations, you're awesome, and you should have made him a Supreme Court justice. Now he's going to be a problem, and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, and fucking blah. And then the judge who signed the warrant, he's posted anti-Trump things in the past, so he don't like Trump. So just imagine, just think of some crazy ass, blue-haired, soft handshake, deep V-neck wearing, granola-headed dirt fucker. Just imagine if they had a chance to sign a warrant to raid Trump's house. How fast would they sign that? How excited would they be to sign that? That's what they find? A guy whose law firm represented Hunter Biden? Sounds weird. Doesn't it? Jilly, thank you, Jilly, for the Hamilton. As my mama used to say, get you something cool to drink. You know, that's a great idea, Jilly. Because I am parched. It is hot outside. I was out there sweating like a hooker in church. It's a lot of sweat, people. Crazy. All right, we'll get to these supers and we'll get to Good Gun and whatnot. IWD, again, thank you for the Hamilton. Did you ever look into the founding of the FBI? It was created by a member of the Baltimore political machine. Who? Damn it, we know her. Or it. She's there's another politician who's in politics right now. I believe she's third in charge of the country. She's a demon and she has liver spots. I can't remember her name, but her family is from the Baltimore political machine. It was created by a member of the Baltimore political machine to silence his critics and give his boyfriends jobs. It got worse from there. Yeah, I have heard about that. And also, if you guys remember, let me know who that family member is from Baltimore politics who probably related to the person who's... Anyway, guys, it's all conspiracy, right? Conspiracy theory. Tinfoil hat wearers and whatnot. Kim, thank you for the Hamilton. Love you, man. Love you too, man. Or woman. Or I don't want to misgender, like whatever you identify as, man. Spank you. Westfield 90. Thanks for the super sticker. The sticker's not super. You are. Appreciate it. Good looking out. DJ John T. Once again. This is not for you, Jericho. It's for your wife. All right, cool. Now that, you guys give all the money you want to my wife, because if you're giving her money, I don't have to. Boom. Andrea Viola. Thank you. Republicans should have walked out today instead of voted on the hyperinflation bill. I love that Trump is not saying ish. It's making them crazy. Yes. Yeah, I mean, the only thing worse than one of these leftist Democratic bastards, and I don't mean all Democrats are bad. All of anything aren't good or bad. But they certainly are being represented by some bad ones. Most of them are terrible. But the only thing worse than them is someone who's supposed to be fighting against them, who fights with them. Ain't a Republican in DC that should be voting for any of these bills. We're done with spending bills for a bit, huh? That's how we got this inflation in the first place, from these bills. And wasn't it Nancy Pelosi, the one that said, we have to pass the bill to know what's in it? That's right, guys. You dumb tax-paying sons of bitches, you got it all wrong. You don't read the bill and then pass it. You pass the bill, then read it, stupid. You guys are dumb. You guys are out there like, hey, Nancy, why don't you read the bill first before you pass it? Because that makes sense. Oh, they don't do make sense. Oh, no, that makes sense. I don't do that. I don't do fucking make sense. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Okay, damn it. Did I mention mygreengear.com? Damn it, I should have. Check that out. JerichoGreen.net. Check that shit out too. I'm dropping an exclusive video you will only find there. Also, you want to send me something in the mail, snail mail style? You got a question or something? Let me know. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. And this live stream is brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Friends, the entire world is experiencing food shortages, supply chain breakdowns. They continue to have a domino effect on everything, especially food production. Farmers can't plant as many crops now because of fertilizer shortages, forced regulations, and high fuel prices. This will cause more painful food shortages when we run out of food, and when we run out of the food we're eating now. Food takes time to grow, so when farmers don't plant, months later, we don't eat. That's why you need to prepare for an increasing number of food shortages. And the best way is to invest in Ready Hour emergency food from My Patriot Supply. It's a perfect hedge against skyrocketing prices and shortages. Right now, save $50 on a 4-week emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your $50 savings on a 4-week emergency food kit. That's an average of over 2,000 calories a day. That's preparewithjericho.com. Those who know what's coming are getting prepared now. Shouldn't you? Preparewithjericho.com. Dang it. Love ice cold water. All right, people. Miklo El Chicano. What's up, Miklo? That was who was that from? Blood In, Blood Out. Hey, what's up, Miklo? I used to go to school with this girl, and she was a white girl. Oh. And she was a white girl, but she grew up in this town called Castroville, which is 99.9% Mexican. And so when that movie came out, they started calling her Mikla. That means, I think it means milkweed or something like that, but they called her Mikla. Hey, what's up, Miklo, you fucker? I never saw that one. The one I saw was, what the hell? American Me. Cartoon Music TV. Hi, Jericho, watching from the Philippines. What's up? Thank you very much, fucker. Appreciate it. But yeah, I watched American Me, the one with Edward James Olmos. Yeah. Hey, don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me, eh? That shit was funny. Raheem L. Hey, this isn't the mall. What are you talking about, Raheem? Hey, got him. That's very pleb. He says Dr. Jill eats tacos. It's not nice. She eats pink tacos. Booker. Good gun, people. What is Good Gun? Good Gun is a segment we do before each show to show that guns are not the problem. It's those that wield them that can be the problem. Gun is just a tool. It's like a screwdriver, a wrench. Tools. How are you going to use it? You're going to use it to build or take something apart. You're going to use it to hurt somebody. It's but a tool. And here on Good Gun, we talk about guns when they're in the hands of good people because they do good things. Check this out. This one says, convenience store customer kills armed robber in Missouri. St. Charles, MO. Police said a convenience store customer shot and killed an armed robber in a St. Louis suburb early Saturday. The Quick Trip customer, who St. Charles police identified only as a 26-year-old man from St. Louis, grabbed a gun from his vehicle and confronted the robber after he saw the man grab the clerk and hold a knife to her throat. Uh-oh, that's toxic masculinity. What you should have done, Mr. 26-year-old cisgender male, ill, hashtag gross, gag me with a spoon. What you should have done with your toxically masculine ass is you should have just left. Why would you come to the rescue of that woman? That's patriarchy. Let her defend herself. She's a woman. She's just as strong as you, and she can do anything you can. So why didn't you just leave her there? Oh, chivalry. Yeah. And men don't do that. We come to the rescue of women. It's part of our duty. Don't say it. Police said investigators believe the suspect was also responsible for a burglary and second robbery at two other gas stations that happened shortly before he went to the Quick Trip around 3:20 a.m. He was just going around getting his rob on, having a good time. He's like, nobody's putting up any resistance. Let me keep it going. I'm going to get this gas station, that gas station. Now he's about to ball out. He was also driving a black Toyota Highlander that had been reported stolen. So he stole the vehicle. He was a reverse Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. He got in his stolen sleigh, and he was just going around collecting toys. Well, looks like this 26-year-old guy had a toy, too. Hey, Bobby Baloney, I said don't do it. See what you started? Look at this. Ha ha, duty. You guys are so play. Knock it off, okay? Knock it off. Because it's so immature. Sorry. St. Charles police said the suspect who died was 26-year-old Lance Bush of St. Louis, who was homeless. But they wouldn't identify the customer who shot him until prosecutors reviewed the incident to determine if the killing was justified. Sounds like it. Knife to her throat? Yeah, sounds justified. Police said the customer confronted Bush when he returned inside the Quick Trip before the customer shot him. Police said Bush grabbed his backpack and moved toward the man and said, I have something for you. The clerk and customer were unhurt. So let me get this straight. He comes in to rob the store, puts a knife to the woman's throat. The guy comes in, says, drop that shit. He says, oh, I got something for you. It comes towards him, gets popped, and we have to see if it was justified. God, it sounds like a waste of money. Shortly before 3 a.m., a suspect entered an on-the-run convenience store and forced the clerk to open 2 cash registers at knife point. That clerk had knife cuts on her left wrist, right hand, and neck, and was treated at a hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. So, he was having fun. He was cutting people and shit, stealing. Between that robbery and the shooting at Quick Trip, a burglary was reported at Midtown Phillips 66. Police later found items stolen from that gas station in the SUV that Bush was driving at the Quick Trip. Case closed. What more do you need to know? What investigation needs to take place? Yeah, Jericho, due process. I get that. But we got the motherfucker on tape threatening. We have a cut up employee and stolen shit. And this was his 3rd gas station he robbed in one night. You think he was done? You think he believed in the power of 3 and he was just going to rob 3 of them and be done with it? Who's to say he wasn't going to kill the next clerk? The next clerk at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. What is there to investigate? He cut people, he threatened people, and he was probably going to try to hurt that dude who had a gun. And you literally brought a knife to a gunfight because you saw a dude standing there with a gun and said, I got something for you. No, wrong, wrong. He has something for you. Investigation. Cancel that shit. And cancel his autopsy. We know. Rance and Shan, thank you. That's right, Bobby Baloney. You should have used Dookie. These Republican senators got balls and start enacting laws and policies without House or Senate permission. They got to cite this administration as their precedent to take action without cause. They ain't gonna do shit. What's his name? Mitch McConnell. He was somewhere and he didn't even take questions. He didn't even take questions on the raid. How do you not take questions on the raid? I don't understand. That's the biggest news right now. Of course, there are more important things: inflation, high gas prices, all that shit. I get that. But this is important too, because this is about our rights. This is about trampling on his to set a precedent to trample on ours. If they figure if they cut the head off the snake, the body will die. He's the head of the snake. He's the one who's going to be in. He's our representative in there who's going to keep us number one. They can't have that. Because if we're number one, they're not. There can't be two number ones. There's never two gold medalists, are there? So if we're in the number one spot, they can't be. They can't have that. That's why you have this administration and the mainstream mediocres all behind him. Merrick Garland, he's the man. You should have made him a judge. Thank God you didn't make him a fucking judge, because then we'd have to deal with him for life, his life, instead of this one term. So good job not making him a fucking Supreme Court justice. Good job there. Good job there, Orange Man. But again, mygreengear.com, JerichoGreen.net. Check it out. You hate when you try to get a drink and a piece of ice blocks it and you get this little trickle. Hate that shit. Daryl Howland, shall not be infringed. Yes, it does not say try not to infringe, or sometimes you might get infringed. It says shall not. That means don't do it ever. Stop. Don't. So, some of the other things we're going to touch on today. Oh, and just know that Biden's pervertus, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take her. Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, but don't bring your mama. That guy. He's on vacation. I know. Should he be on vacation? Presidents take too many vacations. He should be working, but I think he does his best work by not working. So please take a long, long vacation. But when he was getting on the plane, he was going with, of course, Mrs. Biden, a.k.a. his nurse and orderly, who makes sure he dresses himself. That's no bullshit. And Hunter. He took Hunter with him. And Hunter was getting on the plane with a backpack. What do you guys, let me know in the comment section right now. One word, what do you think was in Hunter's backpack? What do you think that he had most of in his backpack? And it was weird because if you're on a private plane, which basically Air Force One is the biggest, baddest private plane there is, why do you need a backpack? What's in your backpack? You got medicine you need to have with you? Like, this is the leader of the free world. This is his son. They have everything you need on that plane. Did he not want to put it in the belly of the plane? Knowing his history, what would he have clutching tight? Hey, I got this one. Don't touch that bag. I got it. No, this is carry on. Oh, no, we have every. I'm not putting it in there. This is carry on. Don't touch it. What do you think? What do you think he had in there? Huh? That's just weird to see somebody boarding Air Force One with a backpack. It was like some red and blue backpack. Sean Tackett says crack pipe. That's half of what he has in there. Something's got to go. Something's got to go in that pipe. Chris says a date. Maybe. He isn't in the young ones. They are small. Red Raider Reloading says dildos. Probably. Kim P says snacks. It's a snack to him. You know, you've got sunflower seeds, shake them in your hand. You got some crack rock, shake them in his hand. Pour a big old bowl of crack flakes. Put some milk on it and just eat straight crack. Probably does. World Citizen '06 says it's crack, baby. I think there's a common thread. So I think we can safely assume that Hunter Biden has copious amounts of crack in his backpack that he's taking with him, which is weird. So weird. It just doesn't look, it looks out of place. It just looks out of place. You're getting on Air Force One carrying a fucking Jansport. Okay. My man Gabe, what up? Thank you very much. He says, so excited to have you join Double Impact Wednesdays at 7 PST. Fans of Jericho Green will love this show. In Hunter's bag, Bolivian marching powder. And lots of it. I mean, you go to the grocery store and they got like the dried fruit and nuts and shit of the candy and you scoop it out. He has that bag full of Bolivian marching powder with a scoop in it. He just takes a scoop, boom, right down the hatch. He probably got nose surgery, got bigger nostrils, so you get more crack and coke in it. But yeah, Gabe is not lying, people. You talk about a talented artist. I was talking yesterday how I was on his channel and we were doing, I was on his show, him and Shant. Those are the hosts. And it's called Double Impact. And that's where they talk about and break down action movies from the 80s and 90s and its correlation with society, because politics are downstream from pop culture. And this is very much a big part of pop culture. So like I was saying yesterday, it's not just about the movie. We cover the movie and all its scenes, frame by frame, literally, but also how, social issues play into it and, repairing this country through pop culture and art, because that's how it was torn down. That's why Hollywood's all fucked up and weird. That's why you got to double and triple check Disney movies before your kids watch them, because they allowed art to get out of hand and they turned a blind eye to it. So if that is how this culture is being destroyed, then this is how this culture needs to be saved. And that's part of what we're doing there. And I wasn't going to say anything until it was official, but I guess the cat's out of the bag. I was invited to be a part of Double Impact. So I am now officially, oh my God, I told myself I wouldn't cry. I am officially now part of that show. So every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be breaking that shit down. I'm so damn excited. You guys know how I like action movies from the 80s and 90s. That was a large part of my TV diet when I was a kid. And I get to talk about that shit? Come on, man. Happier than a pig and shit. I wanted to say something else, but I can't. Happy is something else. Happier than an alphabet soup group member with a fistful of penises. That's a nice way to say it. But yeah, Gabe, thank you for that. And look for me, look for him, look for Shant. There. That's where we'll be. I am very excited about it. So happy to be a part of something. Rants and Shan, again, thank you. Remember when we were kids, parents made us stop doing wrong by just telling us we were being naughty. I don't. I remember stopping when I felt spank. Well, Stephanie Kerr, good point. One thing Hunter does not have in that backpack is his laptop. Yeah, man, sometimes, what do they say? A hard head makes a soft ass. Meaning if you don't listen, you're going to get that ass torn up. That happened to me. I didn't always get it the first time. I wasn't a one and done kind of kid. Sometimes you had to reach out and touch someone. Remember that was at AT&T? Reach out and touch someone? My parents were good at that. Like I told you before, my mother was a Shaolin monk of ass whooping. Okay? If you go to a Shaolin temple right now, if you go to the Shaolin ass whooping temple, it's a statue of my mom with the cross and the Indian style legs like this. All right? And she has a belt laid across her lap. My mom was no joke. I wouldn't be surprised if the government contracted my mom to go around the world and whoop people's asses for the CIA. That's how good she was. Jonathan Chavez, thank you. He said, so what did the warrant say? God bless JG. That's what we're going to find out. I believe Trump has till the end of the day to dispute it. And if not, they're going to go ahead and proceed with it. And from what I can tell, he's saying he was on his on Truth Social that he's hoping for it. He's pushing it along. Do it. Go. Let's see what's in it. So, yeah, till the end of the day to dispute it. If not, it goes forward, and I Don't know. I don't know how long that's going to take. Um, Tammy A, she says it's going to be redacted AF. You know, they're not. They're going to have a lot of the juicy info not in there. But um, I hope that Trump is able to say some of the things that are being redacted that will be redacted. Meaning, will they redact some things that don't need to be redacted? And what is redacted is when they take that black line and put it over so you can't see it, covered up. So they're going to cover up some things in there that shouldn't be, and will Trump be able to tell us what's really on it? I would think. Oh, is a warrant? Somebody let me know. Is there any law enforcement professionals out there or people in the know? Is a warrant? Well, is this a dumb question because it has to be unsealed. The Garland said he requested for it to be unsealed. So obviously, it's not a matter of public record at the moment. But once a warrant is unsealed, is it a matter of public record? That's my question. And is this the norm? Are warrants usually sealed, or is it sealed because it's such a high-profile case, or is any warrant a matter of public record? Randy Scott, yeah, my mom, she was perfected the Mortal Kombat fatality ass whooping. My dad would say, "Finish him." And someone up here said I must have been a hellion since my mom had so much experience. I had a brother too, so I didn't get all the ass whoopings. He took a big load off my shoulders. He got a lot of ass whoopings himself. Soul Warrior vibe, Soul Warrior vibe says, unless the judge decides to seal it. Okay, so it is going by this, it is a matter of public record unless the judge decides to seal it. Okay. The Ferg, sorry I'm missing out. My neighbor walked over, and well, I got company now. All right, cool. I'll see you later. But the Ferg's neighbor, I see you. I'll never forget you for this. Taking Ferg away from me. ZPW 49, I'm taking a poop watching this. Cool. Make sure you wipe thoroughly and wash your hands after. ZPW 49. Cool. That's awesome. I made it. People want to be on billboards and shit like that. No, if you take me in the bathroom while you're taking a shit, I'm all up in your plan for the day. I'm all up in your traditions. I made it. You need Jericho Green so much, you can't put me down when you're taking a shit? Thank you very much. That is a compliment. Miss Pepsi Girl, thank you. Mom used to whoop my ass with a Hoover cord, R.I.P. Yeah, you know, let's see. I've got my ass whooped with a wooden spoon, a hand, a radiator hose, multiple belts, women's belts, men's belts. Switch. You guys ever had your ass whooped with a switch? Huh? Yeah, that's real shit. That is some real shit. So yeah. Moving on. Yeah, Grand Champ Pros, Hunter Biden he's the world spokesperson for crack pipes. Like if he had a commercial, it would be like some high back chair in front of a roaring fire and he turns around. Hi, my name's Hunter Biden. I'm the president of the World Crack Smoking Association. I've smoked more crack than there are days in a year. I've seen more rocks than a quarry. That man has smoked it. If it's a crack rock, he smoked it. He probably smoked some shit that just looked like crack. You know, when they get down in the carpet and shit, they're smoking lint. I'm sure Hunter smoked some lint. Rome 13 says, chancla. I had some friends growing up who got beat with some chanclas. Those are those slip-on Mexican sandals. The ones made out of leather, that brown leather. Crystal Williams, thank you for the Hamilton miss. Had to go pick my own switch. Yeah, me too. I remember a couple times my mom handed me a pocket knife and said, go cut me a switch. And then that's only the beginning of the psychological torture. Then you go home and you pull the leaves off like that, and then you walk at home. Listen to that thing whip cut through the air. Yeah, man. My mom could have been a swashbuckler. She could have been with fencing, she could have been a gold medalist fencer. That makes the fencer, is that a word? They go like that. Didn't I tell you? Move your hand. My mom could have totally did that. She had the skills. She could have gone pro. Oh yeah. So, guys, you guys know that skater, probably the most famous skater in the world, Tony Hawk. Well, there's another dude. He looks like Tony Hawk. I call him Phony Hawk. And well, you guys know him as Beto. I'm sorry, Beta O'Rourke. But I call him Phony Hawk because he looks like Tony Hawk if he had a very serious heroin addiction. Listen to this shit.
I'm going to make sure that now 11 weeks since we lost 19
Speaking in front of a group of potential voters in Texas.
Shot to death with a weapon originally designed for use in combat, legally purchased by an 18-year-old who did not try to obtain one when he was 16 or 17, but followed the law that's on the books, ladies and gentlemen, that says that you can buy not one, you can buy two or more if you want to, AR-15s, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and take that weapon that was originally designed for use on the battlefields in Vietnam to penetrate an enemy soldier's helmet at 500 feet and knock him down dead. Up against kids at 5 feet. It may be funny to you, motherfucker, but it's not funny to me, okay?
So the crowd goes wild. So Phony Hawk, he was at some kind of gathering with a bunch of his supporters in Texas. Damn it, Texas. Texas, we all know this. Texas, Florida, they're looked upon as these states that still dabble in freedom, where you can carry your gun and all this shit and have what you want and do what you want and be a fucking American, right? The great state of Texas. So when you see shit like this, when you see hundreds of people in a room voting for somebody like Beto O'Rourke in Texas, it hurts more. If this was a rally in California, you would expect it. If it was a rally in some Democrat shithole like New York, you would expect it. But Texas? Damn, Texas. So he is at this get-together, this rally, and there's probably more people than he's ever seen at a rally. And he's talking, you heard what he was saying. When he says the part, it was designed to kill a Vietnamese soldier from 500 feet. When he says that, he gets down on one knee and like points his arm like this. It's the weirdest shit you've ever seen. And you can see all these women around, all these vaginas. Don't let your vaginas get us in trouble. Okay? Because some people think that this is a good looking dude. Ladies, don't let your vagine check the wrong box. Okay? Up here, not down there. So all these cheering shit, and he said that he was able to get the AR-15 legally. So never mind the millions of AR-15 purchases that go off without incident. The owners do not go and shoot anything but an animal or a target. Never mind that. Because of a handful of psychopaths, we need to take something away. That's like your neighbor doing something down the street and you can't have it in your house. That makes no fucking sense. I wasn't even there. Why am I being punished? My guns are locked up. I shoot paper with them, not people. Nobody, very, very, very microscopic amount of people would ever do something like that. Most people who own guns would never. They have them just in case. Just in case a psychopath like that brings it to them. They don't go looking. So because of the actions of a few demons, we have to pay. So when he talks about the AR-15s and shit, it is funny. Because number one, we know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just read an article or some cue cards. You don't know shit about guns. So somebody laughed. That's how fragile this dude is. Because somebody laughed, he goes, it may be funny to you, motherfucker, but it's not funny to me. Man, that shit sounded weird. Beto, you don't cuss. Stop doing that. That sounded very weird. But he's so emotional. This is so real. This needs to happen. It's so emotional. I'm so serious about it. This is such a pet project of mine that I just lose it sometimes. If anybody laughs or doesn't take it seriously, I just lose it because it's so important. I'm so emotionally tied up in it. So again, ladies, don't let your vaginas get us in trouble. Oh my God, he cares. He's this tall, strapping man and he cares. Oh my God. I gotta vote for him. Don't. Tell Penelope or whatever her name is to shut up. Hey, Clam, shut up. Don't get us in trouble. That shit was funny. Just because the dude laughed? And why didn't the dude say something? Maybe he was a supporter of his. Maybe it was a supporter of his who happens to know about guns and knows that what he's saying is fucking laughable. Nobody uses an AR-15 in battle. And let's say that's why it was created, for the battlefield. Nobody uses it on a battlefield today. Nobody. Because it can't. It's not a big enough round to penetrate from a far enough distance. What if you're far away or out of the lethality range of this round and you need a bigger one? That's why they go with bigger ones. That shit was funny. Hey, it might be funny to you, motherfucker. It's not funny to me. You know what is funny? That you're running for governor. That shit's funny. Be whiskey. The Democrats prove once again they are not for the American people. Dems defund the police, but increase the IRS agents by 80,000 plus. Ass backwards. Back asswards. Yes. Take away the protection. Increase the brown shirts. I'm sorry. I mean the IRS agents. That's right. Because the IRS agents need guns and bulletproof vests and night vision and surveillance equipment. I read the list yesterday. Yes, the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. Revenue. The Internal Reactionary Service is what it should be called, because they were telling them that they need to work hours and they need to be willing. Check this out. One of the major duties of the IRS now, these new agents that they want to bring in, is to be willing to use deadly force. So as an IRS agent, you need to be willing to kill a fellow American citizen. That don't sound right. Ranson Shan, thank you again. Democrats, that metal bathtub on wheels originally designed to carry prisoners of war was used to kill kids and elderly in Waukesha. Banned vehicles. That's right. If they have it their way, imagine living in their world where everything is censored and there are no sharp edges. That sounds fucked up. And if you say something against the status quo, we're going to crush you. That sounds terrible. I don't like that. I like a free society where I'm free to say and do what I want, and people are free to not listen to you or free to go somewhere else and not be hurt and triggered. It's like triggered. It's just Frank Powers, very play. Yeah, I said duty again. You guys. Real immature, guys. But as long as the people in that room are the only people who vote for Beto O'Rourke to be governor, that'll be great because there's only a handful of them. But to think that Abbott, is he running again? It doesn't matter. To think that Beto O'Rourke would have a chance against anyone is scary as shit. Scary as shit. Texas, if you guys vote Beto O'Rourke as your governor, Texas is lost, and you are now in the same category as California, Oregon, Washington, and New York. I don't want to hear that Texas does it different and big bad Texas. I don't want to hear shit. You will be taken off the list of free states and placed on the California, Washington, and Oregon, and New York shit state list. I don't want to do it. I don't want you to do it, Texans. But shit, you can't be called a free state and have a governor by the name of Beto O'Rourke because you will no longer be a free state. Crystal Williams, thank you, miss, once again for the Hamilton. IRS equals Internal Rating Service. They're going to look like SWAT. They used to show up with the little jackets, the little windbreakers that say IRS. Now they're going to come in tactical gear and formations. They're going to get trained by SWAT teams and shit. That's how they're coming in. But the R in IRS, revenue, money. You guys are money guys. Why you got guns? That's like your CPA showing up to your house or your business with a fucking AR-15. That's not your thing. It is now. It is now. DJ John T, thank you again. Well, nobody likes commies, Jericho. No, they don't. Communism sucks. Find somebody who's ever lived under it and they don't want to do it again. But in order to get through communism, you must go through capitalism. All these commie societies were once capitalist. That's how you get the capital to fuck around. That's how you do it. No one starts off communist. You can't, because you don't build wealth in communist countries. It's only taken away. And let's not forget the body count. It's not all about the money. Hundreds of millions of people have died because of communism, and not just from starvation. A lot of them got lined up against a wall. Lord German Husbando, thank you. I was driving to the doctor's office today and witnessed two morons. Car with New York plates sped past me and cut off left from a right lane, almost clipping a guy turning right, and a van with a Biden sticker. Need Florida. Damn. The only way that New York plated vehicle could have gotten worse is if it had the Biden sticker on it. And you know what? That's something I saw a lot of. When I lived down on the coast in Monterey, you see a lot of Biden-Harris stickers. A lot. But up here, I don't see that shit. I haven't seen one Biden-Harris sticker yet. And not that you look for them, but you know the stupid design of it catches your eye. Like, ooh, what a piece of shit. But I haven't seen not one here, which is beautiful. God dang commies, I'll tell you what. Says Jericho, 99% of Texans still remember him saying, hell yeah, we're coming for your guns. He stands zero chance of winning. That's what I hope. God dang commies, I'll tell you what. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's the Texas of old. I'm hoping it's the Texas that we look up to. I hope so. I hope Beto O'Rourke gets the shit kicked out of him in that gubernatorial race. Are you kidding me? That goofy bastard. He looks like that. Remember them old ass like Warner Brother commercials, that vulture? He had like the big old neck and the Adam's apple. That guy. That's what he looks like. He looks like a fucking shaved bird. If you took an ostrich and shaved that shit, that's what he looks like. Or a flamingo. Anything with a long, stupid ass neck. Oh, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? How are you? How does he still have residence in the state of Texas after he said, hell yeah, we're going to take your guns? I don't know. I figured Texans would have collectively grabbed him, took him to the border of Texas and said, 1, 2, 3, and tossed his ass out. That's what I thought would have happened. But what do I know? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Beaky Buzzard. Is that his name? Oscar Gonzalez? Oh, yup. Oh, yup. My goodness. Yeah, that's Bobby Baloney. I thought you guys would have been like a 1 and a 2 and then get the fuck out of here. You can't say that shit in Texas. That's like saying I don't like beef. You can be a vegetarian, but you don't go to Texas and say you don't like no damn beef. I hate brisket. Brisket's gross. That's what I thought. Which way did he go? George, which way did he go? Oh, yup. Fucking Beto O'Rourke. Fuck out of here. Anyway, mygreengear.com, damn it. JerichoGreen.net, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Ron Baker says Speedy Gonzalez. Remember Speedy Gonzalez's cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez? Arriba, arriba, epa, epa. But his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez, man. That shit.
Oh, Speedy, I am so tired. Oh, Speedy.
And Speedy be, epa, get up, let's go, blah, 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 blah. And he's like,
Oh, Speedy, I can't do it. I'm so tired.
oh, man. I love those cartoons. Those cartoons had racism, smoking, drinking, alcohol, violence. Fucking love that shit. DJ John T, again, thank you. My grandfather fought against Russia in World War II in Finland, and I have a deep hatred against communism. My father was born in 1942. That's right. Nobody who lives under communism or the threat of communism wants to do that shit again. The people lose. The government and the people in power, they love it. They love it. That's why they push it. And you got enough dummies out in the population like, yeah, I want communism. I don't want to pay for my college. I don't want to pay for shit. Well, sorry, you stupid son of a bitch. That's the way our society works. If you're able-bodied, you work. If you can't, we'll take care of you. Elderly, children. But if you can, see ya. Nobody who's lived under it or the threat of it wants to. Why would you be rushing to the slaughterhouse? Kill me, cut my throat. It's right here. This jugular is bigger than this one. Cut this one. Fucking idiots. Don't take me with you. They should have communist camps, communist wonderlands. You want to go to Commieland and get killed? Go for it. I don't want to do it. I don't want that bullshit. I like choices. I like freedom. I like being able to tell my government, fuck you, and not have a burlap sack over my head in an hour. Max Bang, thank you. Mayor Adams of NYC said he would go to five times to campaign against Abbott. I hope he does. Click, click. Yeah, take your ass down there. You're going to leave your city floundering to go fuck around in another state that doesn't affect you because they sent you a handful of illegals. And that's all it is. It's like around 100 illegals or something or less that he sent there. Ooh. You really gave a real blow to the New York economy. And you crying over that shit. You got your citizens being shot and having their throat slashed and pushed in front of fucking trains. But I'm going to go to Texas to try to mess with Governor Abbott. They don't want to work. There is a pile to the sun of work that they need to do. But they're over here focusing on bullshit. Why are you turning your back on your chores? Your city needs you to fix it. And you're worried about Governor Abbott because there ain't no work over here messing with Governor Abbott. This is easy shit. This ain't hard work over here. This is having fun and playing around. The real work is over there, piling up in your city, literally in some cases. I see videos from New York. You look in the background, there's trash all over, the piles of trash along the street, and it ain't garbage day. But you got time to play around with Governor Abbott in a state 1,500 damn miles away from you. Help, help. Fuck out the way. Mayor, help. What are they doing in Texas? We're being killed and raped. Fuck out of the way. What are they doing over there in Texas? Go ahead and reelect in New York City. Don't watch the video I do after that if you do, because your feelings are going to get hurt. Rotten piece of shit. I bet you there's people in New York City like, damn, can we get de Blasio back? Can we? Can we bring de Blasio back and his fucked up Addams family? Probably better under him, wasn't it? So don't forget this, guys. This live stream is sponsored by My Patriot Supply. Friends, the entire world is experiencing food shortages. Supply chain breakdowns continue to have a domino effect on everything, especially food production. Farmers can't plant as many crops now because of the fertilizer shortages, forced regulations, and high fuel prices. This will cause more painful food shortages when we run out of food that we're eating now. Food takes time to grow, so when farmers don't plant, months later, we don't eat. That's why you need to prepare for an increasing number of food shortages. And the best way to invest is in Ready Hour emergency food from My Patriot Supply. It's a perfect hedge against skyrocketing prices and shortages. Right now, save $50 on a 4-week food kit from My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your $50 savings on a 4-week emergency food kit that averages over 2,000 calories per day. That's preparewithjericho.com. Those who know what's coming are preparing now. Shouldn't you? Preparewithjericho.com. Now, you might have noticed the little black kids in your city, in your neighborhood, in your area. Bernie Mac, hope all is well for you too. Yes, Lori Hensley, prep it. You might have noticed the little black kids in your city, in your town, in your parish, in your neighborhood. If you work at a school or something, the little black kids on the neighborhood, they're doing cartwheels and shit. They're skipping, holding hands, skipping, doing backflips and shit. And you're like, why in the hell are these little black kids so happy? I'll tell you. Because Sesame Land in Philadelphia has canceled Rosita. Racist Rosita. Remember? She was the character in that Sesame Place parade who Heisman trophied these little black kids. They were like, Rosita, Rosita. And Rosita was like, hey, fuck you, my friend. And kept going. I don't touch the black kids. That's what Rosita did, right? She ignored those black kids, so that's racist. And then whenever a black kid doesn't get what they want from somebody who's not black, racism. Question, though, has anybody seen who was in the costume? Because they keep telling us that it's racism, so the person inside of the costume must have been racist if they're excluding only black kids. So did no one get a snapshot of when Rosita took her head off, the costume head? Nobody. Who is the person that was in there? Who? They must have been black, because if they were white, if they were a white person who said, I ain't going to touch no nigger kids, face would have been everywhere. Name would have been everywhere. Life would have been ruined. So why have we not seen the face of the person who was racist against those little black children? Why? Probably because they were black too. So if a black person and another black person are involved in it, can't be racism, huh? And if it's not racism, it's not news. So because they brought this frivolous lawsuit by none other than Ben Crump, the racism ambulance chaser, if it's racism, he's there. They're suing these people, the parent company that owns Sesame Land, for $25 million fucking dollars. So because of that, they canceled Rosita. Adios, Rosita. They canceled her. They had a little restaurant, Rosita Cocina, Spanish for Rosita's Kitchen. Not no more. Any of the dates, the kids who come to see Rosita, a little meet and greet, canceled. No Rosita here, my friend. No more racist Rosita. So you're doing this because these kids got shit on, allegedly. So you're going to shit on other kids? Mommy, Rosita's my favorite character. Let's go see her. Oh, sure thing, honey. Click, click, click. Sesame Land or Sesame Place website. Let's see. Meet and greets. Click that. Ooh, got all the characters. I don't see Rosita, honey. That sucks for that poor little kid. They can't see their favorite character because of some bullshit. Oh, and you thought the bullshit was done? Nope. Because of racist Rosita. Now they're having diversity training. Diversity training. So all of you minimum wage employees who put this fucking hot ass suit on and dance around for kids, we're going to have diversity training. What does that training look like? Here we go. I'm going to show you what the diversity training is going to look like for employees of Sesame Place in Philadelphia where this atrocity took place. Okay, here we go. Ooh, bullshit, woke employee, diversity training. Here we go. In character, pink hair, soft handshake. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the diversity training for the employees here at Sesame Place. So, here's diversity training for the day. Please hug all the black kids before we lose our jobs. The end. Whew, scene. Was that good? Because what the fuck are you going to teach people about diversity? Basically, make sure you hug the black kids because we're scared. But if you're focusing on all the black kids, well, what happens if you come to an impasse? What if you have a conundrum? What if you walk up to a black kid who's like, hug me? And then right next to that black kid is a white kid saying, hug me too. You got to make a choice. You got to make a choice, Sesame Place. You don't want another lawsuit. You don't want to be another racist Rosita. So you got to make a choice. Black kid, white kid, black kid. Who do I hug? I wish I could split in two and hug them both, but there's only one of me. What am I going to do? Black kid, white kid, black kid. I got bills. I'm hugging the black kid. Okay. But now what about that white kid? Or Asian kid or Mexican kid? What about that kid? Now they don't get the hug because you're hyper-focused on the black kid so you don't get in trouble. And what if one of those filthy white mothers were to say, hey, I notice you're only hugging the colored kids. What about my little white baby? But what would she be called? Go ahead. Please tell me in the comment section right now. I'm going to go to the bottom of the comments. Tell me the one word that white woman would be called if she said, hey, I notice you're not hugging no white kids. I'll get to that in a second. Right now, we're going to go to this wonderful super chat from Mike Johnston. We're here live with Mike Johnston. Thanks for the Hamilton. The first thing that will happen to the people that turn you over to the enemy is they will be first to get shot by the firing squad. They don't know their history. That's right. You little quislings, you little committee of capitulators will be lined up against the wall first because they will see you as exactly that. They will have no respect for you. They would have more respect for us that stand up and fight than you little, oh, what can I do to get in your good graces, sir? They are going to shoot your ass first. Tell them, Mike. They don't know. So I'm going down to the bottom of the comments. You tell me the one word that they would call these filthy white women if they said, hey, what about the little white ones? Here we go. Bottom of the comments. Click. Let's see. Do I see the word in here anywhere? There it is. The R word, racist. You got it. You got it. They would call her a filthy fucking racist. You looking out for your kids. What the fuck is wrong with you, woman? Right? So the black people, you cry about some shit. Oh, come here with a black person. It's not your fault because it's something you weren't even around to experience. White woman complains about the same thing. Shut up, you racist bitch. Fuck out of here. Spat family, thank you very much. DJ John T, thank you. I think I'm the whitest person here. Yeah, man, because you're Swedish. Yeah, you you straight from the tap, DJ John T. So are you the most racist person here? You have the most white privilege. You have a level of white privilege that American white people can't even comprehend. Right? Okie Dean, Republicans, that's taking it too far. That's worse than a racist nowadays. Remember? Hey guys, let's go down memory lane. I wish I had the ability to do the little blurry reminiscing scene, like sitcoms. I remember it was a Tuesday and then it gets all fuzzy. But if you guys would come with me on down memory lane. But did you remember when if someone was called a racist, like there would be a collective gasp, like, oh shit. You're bringing out the big guns. You're calling somebody a racist? Fuck. You better have some proof, right? Because right after that, right after you hurl that word, that insult, here comes the proof because that's a big insult. Remember also, this is around about the same distance down memory lane. Remember when calling somebody a Nazi was like, oh shit. Like, if you call somebody a Nazi, their head must be shaved, right? And they got some Doc Martens on. To call someone a Nazi? You're Ed Norton from American History X. Not now, not today. Just like and racist, Nazi. No big deal. No big deal. That word should be a big deal. Because to call somebody that is serious. It used to be. A long time ago. Never mind. Spat family. Love you, Jericho. Keep up the great work. I promise. As long as you're here, I'll be here. Valerie Rogers. Thank you. Nobody likes or respects a traitor. Nope. I don't care if you fought and shot 100 of them. They will respect you more than you little fucking, I found somebody that doesn't like you. I found somebody that said something against you, sir. As they clutch their little hat. Please take mercy on me. No. Bam Bam Bigelow, he says, hey, now I'm pretty damn white myself. Yeah, but DJ John T, he's 100% Sweden, yeah? I mean, he's there. He's at the white people factory. Just saying. Got him. Rosita is light skinned. She's light blue skin. How stupid is that? So you're taking away the future enjoyment and future fun of kids to come over this bullshit diversity training? I bet the employees are like, hey, why don't you fix the water machine or put some lights in the parking lot before you spend money on diversity training? Because they're going to have some woke, buzz-cut fucking Ku Klux trans member come in there and tell you about diversity and acceptance. On the outside, I look like a fucking clown. But I'm going to teach you about diversity. But if you don't believe what I believe, I fucking hate you. But what about you? You're diverse. Roy Lee Painter, can Steve come out and play? Yeah, Steve, where you at, man? Steve, you done taking out the trash? You done taking out the trash? Man, you know Steve, he breastfed until he was like 6. He's one of those weirdos. Steve, come up here and rub my feet. I don't want to, Mom. I want to stay down here and troll on the internet. Stop. That's how Steve sounds. Stop, Mom. I don't want to. I don't want to rub your feet, Mom. Every time I rub your feet, you touch me. Well, then you shouldn't have ran off your father. Ew, Mom, your breath smells like vodka. Oh, Steve, where are you? You were talking big shit in the beginning, and now you're nowhere to be found. Oh, well. You guys leave Steve alone. Scott, don't talk about yourself like that. Look what Scott said about himself. I'm a vanilla gorilla. Damn it. Be nice to yourself, Scott. Have nice self-speak, self-talk. I don't know. I'm siding with DJ John T. I think he's the whitest person here. None the miser. That's not nice. He says Steve's currently playing on Pornhub. It's fucked up. Rick O'Tater. Good question. Why is diversity always one way? That's right. They want diversity of appearance, never diversity of thought. They just want you to look the way they need you to look. They need everything to be a fucking rainbow coalition, a UN class picture. That's what they need everything to be. But you better all be singing from the same hymnal. Remember going to church? Open your hymns and turn to page whatever. You're not singing another song. Everybody is singing the same thing from the same book. That's what they demand. The moment you stray from that, you're all these different words and phobes and is, and you're an outcast. And the conservatives are sitting there saying, I told you, come on in. I know. We'll clean you up. We'll clean you up. We'll get you out of these fucking Antifa clothes. Get you a hot meal, a job. You'll be all right. But what would happen if we went over there? We'd probably get killed. But that's how it is. You come over here, there ain't no problems. You see, there's a video of a black dude. It was about a month ago or something. He went to one of these anti-abortion rallies. And they got all pissed off and shit. Oh, no. Well, yeah, they did. They got all pissed off and shit. But I got my videos mixed up. Another video, this guy was, he didn't like Trump. And he went to a Trump rally. And he's expecting all this fire and brimstone. Get out of here, boy. Not my daughter. That's what he's expecting. But instead, they were, oh, come on over here, man. You're cool with me. Hey, man, whatever. Hey, you're cool. And he was like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to have my hands bound behind my back about to get strung over a big, strong branch. Nope. Hey, you're cool with me, man. Let's talk. Want some food? Want something to drink? He was blown away. All these crazy pink-haired fuckers who rub their little lip, their pink lipstick. You know, when a dog gets aroused, his little pink L'Oreal lipstick comes out. They rub their little pink lipstick every night to the evil conservatives they believe live in this country. But if they were to actually experience it, you can come in your uniform. You can come in your SJW uniform. All the bullshit shit. The lack of protein and the pale skin because all you drink is soy milk. You bring your weak, emaciated ass over here and you will see nothing but acceptance. Just telling you, dog. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you out. Let's see. Nicole Thomas, thank you. Super sticker. $8.99. £8 and 99 pence. What do you guys call it? What is it? So if that's pounds, right? That's the symbol. What do you call the cents? Do you guys say 8 pounds and 99 cents? Do you guys say cents over there? Where's Kai Johnson from the UK? Charles Davis, Jericho, he was playing him. Who's he? Oh, that guy, the video you're talking about? So do you guys say cents over there? What is the change? What do you guys call that shit? Roy Lee Painter, thank you again. He says, now you owe me 2 cups of coffee. You're the funniest motherfucker I've seen in a long time. Keep up the excellent work. Keep up the excellent work. No outstanding work. Semper Fidelis. Hey, so I keep racking it up. I'm just gonna buy you one of those containers of coffee, like a bag of coffee beans. So then we're good. And then you can spit out all the coffee you want. Well, let's go down here to the bottom of the comments. Charlie Jordan says, yeah, pence. Okay. So it's 8 pounds and 99 pence. 8 pounds and 99 pence. Okay. No, Rome 13. It's not pesos. Wrong country. Wrong continent. Pence? £8 and 99 pence. Pip pip cheerio, old boy. Scott, it's 20 pounds and 50 pence, 20 and a half quid. I mean, I don't fucking know. This is confusing. If I go to the UK, I'll just bring American money, and that way I'll know. But that shit is funny. So you're gonna give them diversity training, but you're taking away a Mexican character. Got it. That makes perfect sense, guys. What the fuck? That makes perfect sense. Lord German Husbando, 6 pence, none the richer. They sang that that song, the we'll take the road drawn on your father's map. What's that song? That was one of the late 90s, early 2000s songs. 6 pence, none the richer.
According to Wikipedia, 6 pence none the richer is an American Christian
Oh,
alternative
Kiss
rock
Me.
band.
That's what it is. Kiss me, make the milk get quiet. Yeah. I remember that song. Take me back, late 90s, early 2000s. 2022 sucks. This Hex, what do you mean you're surprised? You're amazed I know this song. I'm eclectic. I used to be a DJ, so I heard all kinds of shit. And when I worked at Trader Joe's for 13 years, I believe the whole time I was there, we had Name the Artist. So any song that would come on, the first one to name the song or name the artist pretty much got bragging rights. There was no prize, but I was the king of that game. And everybody said, oh, could you work at the radio station? I'm like, well, you guys fucking wanted me to play. Don't be mad at Michael Jordan dunking on your ass when you begging to come off the bench and play fucking hoops. That's what happens. Thank you, Nicole Thomas. Yes, Kiss Me. 6 pence, none the richer. Dino Mike, you ain't going to hear that very often, so enjoy. But I wasn't like the DJ, like taking requests, like, I was like the disc jockey. That was my, that's the kind of DJ I was. Yeah, I do, Sean Tackett. I do know a pretty good amount of music. I will surprise you. I know a plethora of different genres. But I like good music. I don't give a damn who it is. Like, not too long ago, I was in the car with my wife and my family, and that song Africa by Toto came on. That song's a shit. You ever heard Hold the Line by Toto? Man, I don't give a damn who it is. If it's good music, I'll listen to that shit. I like a lot of 80s music. You ever heard Simply Red? Holding Back the Years, I think it's called. That song, I'll Keep Holding On. Man, that song is fucking fire. I listen to all kinds of shit. Rap. Not new rap, though. That's for young people. I feel weird listening to new rap. But I listen to all kinds of shit, man. That song, Tennessee Whiskey by, what's his name? Chris. Can't remember his damn name. Hold on, see. Tennessee Whiskey. Chris Stapleton. Hey, you want some goosebumps? Listen to Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. And he didn't, it's a remake. But you listen to that shit. And especially if it's your first time hearing that, you will get goosebumps. I promise you that. Gap Band, yeah, it don't matter. I listen to all kinds of shit. My mom growing up was all about Motown. Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, all that shit. I listen to it all. Metal. My favorite metal album is the Black Album from Metallica. One of the greatest metal albums ever made. Prince. I've told you guys before. Sexy Motherfucker by Prince. Come on, man. When I was traveling out of boot camp, I had 2 CDs. James Brown's Greatest Hits and Otis Redding's Greatest Hits. Heard that shit so many times, made me sick. Groove Me by King Floyd. I love that song. Build Me Up, Buttercup. I love that song by The Foundations. IWD, thank you. Come Undone by Duran Duran, classic early 90s, and then Crying in the Rain by Culture Beat is the theme song for the Lady Boys over at the FBI. Yeah, see, I grew up in the 90s. So in the 90s, 1990, I turned 10. So that was high school, junior high, all that shit. I remember standing across the cafeteria during a school dance in junior high school, trying to get up the courage to ask this girl to dance. I don't remember who the girl was. That's not important. I'm trying to tell you a story. But it was I Swear by All For One. And the last song was always a slow song. Then the lights came up. So that was it. My back was against the wall. I had to go ask her to dance. The next dance, who knows when that was going to be? This is it. I swear. It came on. I was like, fuck, here we go. Because you got to go over there and ask her by a certain point because you can't be on the dance floor for the last two notes. You got to have enough time to dance. You got to get out there for the whole song. You got max 30 seconds into that song to get over there and ask that girl to dance. Did I ask her? Damn right I did. I was scared as shit. Because she wasn't standing over there by herself. Oh, no. She was standing over there with her counsel. 4 or 5 of her girlfriends judging your ass with every step you take. Look at him. But I persevered. I fought through it. And we danced. 1994. This Hex, thanks for the twomp. Impressive knowledge of 90s one-hit wonders. I love one-hit wonders, man. But all kinds of shit. I could be here all day telling you about music and what I like. But if it sounds good, I'm listening to it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You know what song here? I'm going to make a confession. You know what pop song I really like? Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. That girl can sing. I said it. I'm confident in my sexuality. I'm firm. Oh, the B-52s. Come on. Love Shack, D-Light, Groove is in the Heart. All that shit. Us Three. Was it Cantaloupe? Or whatever that shit's called. By Us Three. Loving it, man. All good shit. Tears for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's one of my favorite songs. Man. The Whispers. Whip It. You talk about a mustache. Tom Selleck will look at that mustache and go, fuck, I got some mustaching to do. I need to step my game up. Their shit was thick. They should have had an album called Testosterone. Because you got plenty of that when you go on a thick-ass Wilford Brimley like that. Shit had its own ecosystem in there. Terrence Trent D'Arby. Anyway, on and on. As Zappin' Roger, yeah, that was auto-tune shit. That was Zappin' Roger. They put the tube down their throat. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I don't know if you can hear, but we have some family coming to visit, and they must be here because my son is out there yelling in the backyard. So let me go kick it with my family. I hope you do the same. Or wherever your people are, kick it with them. Take it easy. Have fun. Take a little time off. Enjoy yourself. Anyway. Dave. Oh, I'm sorry, that jumped. Dave LeMay, Searching for My Baby. I don't know if that's a song, but it made me think of that song by Lisa Stansfield, Been Around the World. Let me stop right now, guys. Another great live stream. You were great. I was great. We were great. Thank you for everybody in the comment section. Comments, questions, whatever. If you weren't in the comment section, as long as you were listening to me, thank you. I appreciate that shit. But I'm going to get out here with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.